it is Whitney. It is 1 minute till 3, so I'll go ahead and get started. I didn't want to leave it on that intro screen for too long. But anyways, if you're here, hello. We are going to be making a February hello page. So that is just an intro page. It's kind of fun. You can always just get creative with these pages. I have my pink Scribbles That Matter journal. I have it opened up to just the next blank page in my book. At the end, we'll be going over, I would like to do a flip through. I forgot to do it last week, of everything in my book so far this year. So also going to show you some fun planner from my friend Claire over at Minimal Plan, and I'm also going to go over the brand new changes to the website that I'm super excited about. We've been working on it for a while and it's finally live, so I'm excited to share that with you guys. So if you're here, please give me a thumbs up down below. That just helps out with YouTube's algorithm and everything, and I truly appreciate it. Today I'm just going to be lettering pretty much the whole page here, just February. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a post-it note right in the middle and then draw everything out, take it off, and then put a little something else where that post-it note was. So I'll let you, if you want to follow along, you are more than welcome to. I'm just going to letter a bunch of different styles in a black pen. So it should be fun. I've never done this before, so hopefully it'll turn out pretty cool. So we shall see. If you do have a hello page, if you've done one in the past, or if you're doing one with me, or if you plan to do one for February, make sure you tag it JY04. So you'll see that hashtag in the info underneath. You will be entered to win a Tombow 10-pack of your choice. So if you tag it by Friday, by Thursday at midnight actually, I'll pick Friday morning the winner, and you can definitely win your choice if you do use that tag on your own hello page. So anyways, I'm going to switch on over and go ahead and get started. Hello everybody that's here. Kareen, Plus Pics, Victoria, good to see you guys. Let me know, where you're from. So Nana from Kansas, is that the same Nan's PROJO? That's just a guess. I don't know if it is or not. But hello everybody. So I'm in Gulf Shore, so we're on Central Time here. It's 3 o'clock here. All my lab draws are planning to be at 3 o'clock and on Sundays. And I'm really not sure about next week with the Super Bowl and everything. I think we're actually having a little party. So I might not do live on Sunday, but I'll definitely keep you updated on the next time we do it. I might do it a different day next week instead. So hi Aya, good to see you guys. Oh my gosh, so late in Spain. That is awesome, but I guess you're closer to Monday, so maybe not so awesome. So what I'm going to do, everybody I'm sure has some post-it notes laying around. I'm just going to stick that in there, so that's about the center of the page. And like I said, something cool about the Scribbles That Matter notebook is now they have this line right in the middle, so you can kind of see exactly where the middle is. It's on both the bottom and the side of the page, which is a pretty cool thing. I just discovered they used to not do that. And I think they actually changed the height of their notebook from 37, or I think it was 37 or 39, because it was one off the lectern. But anyways, now it's 38, so there is just a definite center there. So what? All right, yay, good to see you, Cheryl. Hi, Martha, good to see you guys. So I'm going to be using this is the Fudenosuke hard tip. You know, I talk to you guys about this pen all the time. This is from Tombow. It's super good for beginner letterers because it doesn't move as much as maybe a dual brush pen would, like the bigger tips. So anyways, this is what I'm going to start out with. And my thought process here is I'm going to just go across and write February over and over again. So this is like a good way to practice your lettering. So I'm going to try it all in different styles though. So each row that I'm going to do is just going to say February, but it's going to be in a different font style. So you guys are welcome to join along with me. I'll kind of explain what I'm doing as I'm doing it, but this, again, I've never done this before, so we're gonna see how it turns out. And once I get to this square here in the middle, I'm just gonna kind of just go over it, but I'm gonna remove this once I get done and actually draw the lines there and do something in the middle that says like, hello February or something like that. So, hi Sarah from Ohio, never been up there. Let's see. So I'm first just starting off with a lowercase. This is kind of just like my favorite, just typical style. When you are using one of these pens, make sure, it's the whole point of like brush lettering is when you do your downstrokes to make sure that they are thicker lines. So make sure that you push down harder. So these are a little flexible. The hard tip is not as flexible as the soft tip. I might try some different pens. I probably won't just use this one through here. Try not to misspell my words while I'm talking. So I'm just going to try some different font styles. But again, I'm just going to do them over and over. And I'm just doing this one two blocks down. And it's just going to run out. So like the whole thing is just going to be kind of a mess of all different types of lettering. So if it runs out, that's no problem. Just run it off the page. It's not a big deal. Hi, Catherine. Good to see you too. Where are you from, Catherine? Edwards? Okay, so the next one I'm just going to do like a block style. It's also about 2 squares tall. And that's the awesome thing about the dot journals is that you can just stay on the line, but the dots aren't too intrusive like lines may be, but they're just, I'm just going to separate these with little tiny dots. And I can't believe that January is already almost over. The 1st is on Friday, so it's hard to believe already. These months always just fly by, it seems like. And this, like I said, is a good way to just practice over and over again kind of your styles and different styles and try new things. So this one I'm just going to do kind of a wider print, or cursive actually. I'm just going to do it very wide. And see, I'm using the same pen, but this time I'm not pushing down so hard, so it's all the same, pretty much the same width here. So it does give a different effect. That's the coolest thing about these pens is that you can do really any kind of effect. Like I could use this as an everyday pen. I just have to maybe hold it up tall. And so Sarah, for the weekly spreads, like I haven't been doing those as much, but typically I would do, Yeah, just a blended week. So I never really did the hello pages. I did them a few times in my last journal, but since it's just a blended kind of week, it is I'll just separate it just wherever like maybe if February is more bigger chunk of February in one week, I would put it. It just depends on what you want to do because there's really so many different ways to do it. So the next one, I'm going to do kind of just like a capital with the serif. And this one's too tall. I'll just do Feb again. Okay, so there's kind of what's going on so far. And then, let's see. And I hate, I have to say, I don't like doing capital F's, but I'm going to try it for you guys here. I'm going to do another February. I'm going to do it maybe really thin and do it actually a capital cursive F is what I'm saying. I'm not a fan. And again, the Post-it, I'm just going to draw right on it while it's there. But once you get like the basic techniques of brush lettering, that's what they call this with this type of brush pen, you can really expand to do all different types of cool looking lettering. Next, I'll do another print one. I'm just going to do it just super, let's do, so it really doesn't matter what the Post-it looks like. This is just going to kind of okay, now I gotta get serious again. Make sure I'm lined up here. I think I veered upward. Alright, so keep going with a different style. I'm just going to do super bold this time, so I'm going to do like a hard tip the whole. And here I'm not really changing the pressure, I'm just putting it sideways so you can, so the thick part is showing. And then nothing here, it's okay. All right, Kim, thank you. Good to see ya. All right, and so again, once I remove this, it should look pretty cool. So that's gonna be interesting to see. I haven't tried this before. I also have these little stickers that I'm gonna put on that I got from Wish, and I did put a little code in there. I know I talked about Wish last time, but these, it says 2018, but it has 19 stickers too. So for the February, I'm just gonna put that little mini calendar right underneath. So, and then coming up with all these different font styles, I might have to start repeating, but I'm just going to go, I'm going to do the spread out again. This is kind of just a more fun. And again, if you're here, please give me a thumbs up if you're enjoying this. No peer pressure, but it really does help. And then you can also click the little, I think there's like a bell or something under there if you want to get notified next time, which I don't know if it'll be Sunday again, like I said, but maybe Saturday, or anyways, I'll let you guys know in the newsletter. So let's see. So now I'm just going to do like a really wide font. I don't know where to begin on these. Let's do all right, and then so now I'm going to switch up my pen. I'm still going to use a brush pen, but let's see. I'm going to use, this is one of these fancy lettering pens. So I'm going to do a line with this just so you can kind of see what it is. I got this when I first started lettering and then got scared of it and put it back because when I first tried it, it was really hard. And it still can be, you just have to really concentrate, I guess, when you're using it. And this side isn't so bad, but it's a dual tip, and this side is the one that's a little harder because you can see that it is like an actual brush there instead of instead of a connected tip, it's actually like a paintbrush. But I'm using the simpler tip on this one. And I'll put, once this video is over, because I don't really know what I'm going to be using, I will put the supplies in the description. And sometimes pens will change the way you write anyway. So this one is a little softer than that hard tip. It's actually not as black, so I'm just going to do this line with this pen. Oops. And then this is the Pentel Sign Pen, which is another one of my favorites, another great one for beginners. It's very similar to the soft tip Fudenosuke pen. And once you get lettering a lot, you'll be able to tell the difference. I definitely couldn't for the first few months. I couldn't, if I was using one, couldn't tell. But once you use them enough, you'll definitely be able to tell the difference. I'm just going to make this one tall and skinny. I don't think I've ever written the February this many times in my life. And that's a good one. I'll do another one with this. Let's do another spread out, but I'm going to actually push down when I'm spreading out the letters, so. Try to squeeze that one in. And I think in the middle I'll just add color. Since this is all going to be black, I'll do some color in the middle. Let's see. I'm going to do one that's just like on a one line, super wide. Oops. Alright, and now I'm going to go over to the Fudenosuke soft tip pen. So maybe you can tell the difference. It is a little bit wider when you're pushing down just because the tip is a little bit softer. So it's a little bit more flexible. Let's see what if we can tell a difference. I'm going to do just like a straight up cursive. Well, I'm not pushing down, so I'll do it on the next one. Kind of a challenge too to try and come up with all these different lettering styles. I'm trying to stay on the same line. thank you guys. That's very nice. And Aletta, it does take practice. Like when I literally started back in 2016, and I was like went crazy and ordered all these supplies and stuff, and then I was like, oh my gosh, this is a lot more difficult. It's more of a technique, and once you get the technique down, I think that you are good, but it does take a lot of practice. So just don't give up is all I'm saying, because I'm going to do like a slanted. All right, and then thank you, Joy Santa. That's what I was kind of thinking. I was like, wanted one big enough. It's going to be cool when I take it off. I think I'm going to use some washi tape in there, some colorful stuff. And then I've got about 3 lines left, so let's see. I'm just going to do like a first grader kind of first, let's see. Like act like we're learning how to print for the first time. Hi Alma, good to see you. Where are you from, Alma? Or am I saying it right? I hope I am. Bring me back to when I first started writing words. Actually, when I was in elementary school, I would get pretty much all A's on my report card, or all S's, or whatever they were back then. But the only thing that I would get unsatisfactory in was handwriting. And my dad would get so mad at me, because it's like, why can you not just take your time and write good? Because out of everything, that should be the easiest thing. And it's because I didn't take my time. I just would try and get done so quickly. But things change over the course of how many years. But in high school, I became I would like to try different lettering. So my handwriting would change a lot just because I like to try different ways to write. All right, so we got about 2 more left. Let's do a speedy one, that's one of my messier ones, but I was just trying to make it consistent. Okay, and then we're on the very last one. Hi, Lynn. No, you didn't miss it. All right, Mexico, awesome. I've been there just a few times on vacation. Let's see. Last row. Let's see. Running out of ideas. How many have I done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So it'll be 18 different styles. So I'm gonna alternate again from the non-brush. So we're just gonna I'll do that capital F here at the bottom. What page are you guys on in your book? I started at the beginning of this year. I'm on page 54. This is page 54 in my book. So now for the fun part, we're going to take this off. Ta-da! And I'm going to put some washi here. And I don't know if you guys saw, which I have the link in my info, the new Tombow VIP box has some fun washi tape in it. So it had oh, here we go. The twin tone, brand new color. Oh gosh, I hate. I did the unboxing the other day. These all just fell out. But this is the new rainbow twin tone markers. So if you do want this box, it is the cheapest you'll ever get all this stuff together. And it comes with some permanent adhesive too that you can add, like tickets or menus or anything in your journal too that you have checklists and all. But it is permanent stuff, so it's good stuff. Which washi tape should I use? I think I'm gonna use this one just because it has all the colors. So I have so much washi out there, but this one was just here. I'm just going to make it kind of colorful, and I'm going to go inside the box. So just kind of line it up where that box was. And then, do I have scissors? Let's see. It's okay if it overlaps because that's how kind of it was. Just gonna make a square around it. Hey, and that's Cindy. I have a link in my info down there. It is at tombowusa.com. So they do have them, and they typically run out quickly. They actually still have some in stock. They released it on Thursday morning. And I do have that last video. I went live on Thursday morning with all those new goodies. So I'm actually loving how this is turning out. I've never done anything like it, so I like it a lot. It's kind of like a window. Hey Lori, good to see you. One of my Journal U students. Let's see. Now I do kind of want to do colorful something here. Let's see. But there's not that much room for all this. So I'm going to use a pencil because I know me and I'll probably go through the whole thing. So I'm gonna put February diagonally here. And I will write hello since this is a hello page. I'm just gonna fill this in and kind of make it fit. I'm just splitting my box up so it does kind of make sense where these lines are. Kind of make them fit in the grid, and then I'll do 2019 down here. Alright, so this is one of the Tombow Tombow dual brush pens. This is number 725, so a pink color. And I'm just going to do not the brush tip, so this is the regular tip. I'm afraid the brush would just be a little bit too big to fit in here. Thank you guys. Oh, you got a box. That's awesome. The VIP boxes are awesome, and this one has like a little guide with the faux calligraphy in it. So if you this is actually how I did this before I did brush lettering. It's doing your calligraphy with just a normal pen. So it kind of, you draw the letter in cursive, but then you do the line down. It actually tells you how to do it. So it says draw a line to the right part of each letter and then fill in. So it makes it look really much like real calligraphy. So kind of cool tips, especially for beginners. Alright, sweet. Love it. Love how it turned out. Oh, I'm going to actually put that sticker in there. So I know there's stamps and everything you can use to make these type of little mini calendars, but I'm going to use a sticker. So this is kind of cool because you can put it on the side and fold it over, it looks like, but I'm actually just going to cut this part off. And I think I want to use more of that washi before I put that on. I kind of want to measure like where it needs to be. And the cool thing about washi is you can just pull it up. If you mess it up, you just pull it right on up and make sure that's wide enough. So it just acts kind of like a background to the sticker. And so there's an actual little mini calendar there. And that again is from Wish. And there is a code down in the info if you do want to save some money. If you're shopping Wish for the first time, again, it's like really affordable. There's everything, but they have a ton of stickers and stationery and washi and all that kind of stuff there, which is really cool. So now I come in and erase my lines and we are all finished, but there's some more stuff that I want to show you guys. This is it. I was just asking Sarah what page number you guys are on in your book. So I am going to do a flip through again. I'll do this after I show you the PROJO, and then we're going to go over the website real quick. I won't keep you guys too much longer, but I do appreciate you being here today on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. This is something that my friend Claire have you guys heard of Claire at Minimal Plan? So she's from Paris, France, and she has created this awesome notebook called the PROJO. And it's really a project planner for those of you who have big projects that you want to finish and set goals, and then she has it based on like a 3-month interval. So these guys, it's actually 2 different notebooks. So there's an in book and you can take it out, and this is for notes and lists and different things. So this is just a dot grid, pretty much just like your regular notebook. And she also has this, and it comes in this awesome little case. And this is the P book, which is the project planner book. And she tells you everything about how to use it. But you can plan out your projects. And I do plan to play my next launch with this thing, so I'm going to keep you updated on that. But anyways, I wanted to tell you about this, but she's running a sale on her site, and you can actually get a printed version too. So you can get those links also in the info down there, but it is a super cool project, especially if you are into planning and going for your goals. And I'm actually going to do this for the next launch of Journal U in the phase 3 launch in April. So anyways, next I'm going to show you guys the website, and then we will come back over and I'll do a little quick flip through since I forgot to do that last week. So let's see. All right, so you guys know that pretty much once I started doing all this, I was creating layouts for everybody. So this is the home page for the new website. So you used to have to go to the shop and you have to actually download all the free spreads. You'd have to enter your address every time. You'd have to enter your email or sign into your account. Now, the coolest thing about this is you can go to the VIP vault. So all you have to do is subscribe here, and you will get the password that you can enter here. And subscribers will get it. It'll show up there, or it will be in your first email. But so once you're in, here are all of the spreads that I've ever released that are free. So you can click, let me exit out of here. You can click the weeklies. Let's see. I'm gonna open these in new tabs so you can see. And if, like, say you see one of my spreads on Pinterest or something, like say you want this July 11th through 17th, you go to the very first day of the weekly. So all of these spreads are free spreads for you guys. It's still loading. There's literally like 100 of them. The journal companion pack is in here too that helps you split your pages up. And then there's some how-to notes if you have any questions about how to transfer these spreads if you're unfamiliar. So these dates here are the very first dates of a weekly spread. So say I'm coming in here. It actually, some of them do have pictures of like the before and after from how mine looked. And then there's also the measurements. Most of the older ones are lectern measurements, which actually now would be Scribbles That Matter too, because they've changed theirs. So that's actually pretty awesome. And then the My version you can print out, and then the notes, which some of those need to be definitely updated because they're so old. But so those are all the monthly spreads that I've ever released, which is just pretty much a one-stop shop for all those things. And I do, if they did have names for them, a lot of them were named. They're named out right beside it. But just remember the very first date here is the first day of the spread. And so again, there's monthly spreads in here too. This is like February of 2017. So that's how they're numbered there. And this is just kind of how I used them. I try and put all the pictures in there too. And then there's some extras. There is 100 plus ideas of what to track in your journal. There's the circle trackers, the bill tracker. There's all kind of stuff in here. So definitely, if you're not a member already, make sure to go to the vault and subscribe, and you'll get that password to get in and get everything. And you can easily just print those out. So another cool thing about the website is the inspiration gallery. So if you go under Learn, you can see the course, which by the way is on sale right now. And you can get to the Kickstart, which I still haven't done Kickstart 2, but I do plan to have that automated hopefully by this weekend. If you haven't done 2, most of it's in the group, the Facebook group, but the Kickstart original one is still there. this is the inspiration page. And some of you guys have seen the inspiration page before, but now the galleries are different. They're actually the Google Photos gallery. So you can go in and you can actually comment and like these pictures, and even you can add your own. So these are all the people that are there. There's people that like the pictures, and you can go through and just get some inspiration. But make sure if you do use any of these spreads to give credit. I do try and watermark all of the spreads here, so make sure you do give credit if you do get inspiration from any of these guys. Some of the ones with the little asterisk are actually take you to a blog post, but most of the ones are actual galleries in Google Photos. And so let me know if there's any other ones that you want to see. I do release galleries privately to the Journal U52 people in the emails, but these are the ones that were publicly there before I changed the site. So these were there, but they are bigger now and they have a lot more pictures in them. So any other questions about the website? There is, let's see. The blog, of course, will have all the blog posts that I have. I did cut out all the old blog posts that were just specifically about spreads, just since they are now in the VIP shop. Let's see. And then if you want to go to learn, you can go to the course, which, by the way, Journal U course now has a printable door hanger, and it is on sale until I run out of printed books, which I got to reorder. But I do have 14 more copies of the printed book, so let me show you that. So the phase 2 has the new teachers in it. It does have the printable door hanger, and you can get journal or VIP access to Journal U52, meaning that you can see all of the topics already in the galleries associated with them that are available. So if you want to, I'm going to flip back over because that's enough talk about the website. You kind of get the cool perks about it. Let me switch back over. This is the Journal U workbook. I have 14 more copies in hand, so if you guys want to order, there is a little coupon code that you can save even more off the sale price in the info, just in case you're interested. But it does have everything you need printed, so you don't have to use your own paper to print everything, which is a big paper saver. So it has lettering and all different kind of stuff about organizing your computer also, besides like journal stuff. You get all different kind of things, so practice sheets and all that stuff, and then you can always print off more copies of everything if you're in the course. So anyways, enough about that. We're going to do a quick flip through and then we'll be finished for the day. So this is Scribbles That Matter. I started in January. Actually, this was the very first live draw. Here we go. We're centered again. And it's the finished 2019 kind of reminder spread. This was just another little lettering fun. This is the Sarah. I've thought about that, just selling the course or the book individually. It does kind of have a lot of links that you have to get behind the course to get in, but maybe I need to figure out a way to sell the book without course access, but you just won't get all of the videos that come along with it that go with all the content. So this is a fun YouTube spread that shows video ideas, which let me know if you have any video ideas that you want to see, and also different habits. This is actually what I'm doing today. So like before the live draw I did this, after the live draw I need to do this. So these are just kind of things to keep me updated. I showed you guys the Bachelor spread. Let's see. It's my boyfriend and I are competing, and we had a little draft on the very first night of it. So I haven't updated with the checks, but the checks mean they stay and the X's mean they go. So I need to go back and find all that. I posted this on Instagram the other day, this new tea shop in town. I'm obsessed with it. It's a chain, so I'm sure some of you guys are familiar with it, but it has all different types of teas. So let me know if you have any suggestions on what I should try next. Maybe if you have a favorite. I got a bunch of feedback on the Instagram post with some good ones, so I haven't been back yet, so I haven't gotten to try any new ones. And then this is the Super Bowl spread, so that's next week. We're excited about it. I know this needs a little bit something else, but I just don't know what to add yet. This is a sponsor spread for Journal U52 for my future giveaways. I've got some good sponsors coming up. And that PROJO, actually Minimal Plan Claire, is going to sponsor one in a few weeks during Productivity Month in March. So this is all I've done for date-wise. So I've come to January 2019 and just kind of like have the important to-dos and my goals, and then some things that I'm just kind of focusing on. I haven't done this much of a weekly spread every week at all this year. I'm just kind of using this more as to get creative, but also come out with my different ideas. So these are also coupon codes. I told you about Journal U, but there's some guest teachers, and if you want actually 40% off of the course price, you can use one of their codes to save money, and they'll get a little cut of that, which I'm sure that they would appreciate. Those are some people I'm reaching out to for the Journal U again. We did this a few weeks ago. We did the goals spread. I got around to filling that one out. All the different types of goals, the habits to form around them, and then the next steps to take. And then hashtag research. I don't know if you guys know much about Instagram stuff, but I've been on it literally since 2010 when it came out. It was my original account, but there's all kind of, it's changed so much. There's all kind of stuff to do to kind of bump you up in the algorithm, and hashtags definitely a big part of it. So let me know if you have any questions about this. This is something else kind of covered in Journal U. There's a little section on Instagram, and I plan to go into more detail about Instagram in the future. So this I shared today on Instagram. It was just kind of some of the InDesign and Photoshop shortcuts where I'm trying to use both of these programs for the blog, and so there's a lot of different shortcuts that I've learned. This is the Netflix tracker that I'm trying to keep up with things that I'm watching. I'm just making a list of the things I watch, and actually I thought today I need to write on the series I never wrote down Tidying Up. Because who has not watched that show? Because I read the books a few years ago. I started the process then and did the close, but then haven't gotten past that. So now I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta do the whole house. But I know it's gonna take forever. This is just a random kind of brain dump thing. I had this beside me when I was working. I made a list of things I needed to do, and this is also telling you about my phase 3 launch. That'll be in April, but I'm thinking of things to add to it and what I'm going to do in March. So that's my little timeline, social timeline here. This, you guys, if y'all were here last week, anybody here last week, these were the words of the year last week that we drew out. That is one of the last videos if you want to go back and watch. But all these were your guys' words, and then reach is my word of the year. I still need to make my bracelet. This is another Instagram thing. I do have a business account, so it does tell me analytics. So this is Monday through Sunday at the top, and then the times that it gives you. And then I put like kind of my likes. I kind of want to see trends. It tells me the best time that it is to post, so that's the pink is the best time to post. So these pink ones are like 1 and 2, 3 and 4 is the green, etc. So I know that maybe like Tuesday at 9 a.m. or Tuesday at 3 p.m. is a good time to post. So I'm just gonna kind of test it out and see. And then once I get a week later, I give it a week, the picture a week, and see kind of how it does. And that's where I'm putting these little plots. So like this was a picture, so it's a square on Monday in the 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. hour, and it got about 500 to 750. So I put it there. I'm hoping it'll be some kind of cool trend, and I'll be like, oh my gosh, that's when I need to post, but we'll see. This is a little spread with new things that I want to try around town, and then firsts that I do try around town. So these are just restaurants in town. This is the YouTube videos. This is the things that we've shared this year so far, and then kind of add this one, but this is, I'm just going to kind of keep up with it on this spread. This was from the pen test of these guys the other day, so the twin tones. These are all the new rainbow colors that are in that Tombow VIP box. This, and then my OCD is killing me because I went down to 28 instead of 26 here. It should totally, I know it really doesn't matter, but these are my to-dos for this whole Journal U52 project. So like what I do every week. So Friday I'll update the spreadsheet, send you guys the newsletter, update the bio, all this stuff. So I have what I need to do on certain days. Also giving access to Journal U if you use the Journal U hashtag during the month. So every month I'm going to pick 3 winners to win full access to Journal U52, and that does include the workbook and everything. So these are different habits that I can, or things that I can get done now. Like I could do all this stuff right now, and this is kind of a checklist. It's like numbered 1 through 10, and then these are each week that's happening. So I hope to get all that done soon, but it is going to take me some time. So this, we did go over the new site. I made this yesterday showing all the new features of the new site. Just a kind of fun one. Those are Tombow dual brush pens, and then the Funosuke pens here. And then this is a spread that I made this morning. So this, we are starting lift 4 tomorrow again. So like we went through 6 weeks of it at the end of last year, but we're going to start it again. And this is actually the weights that the tracker. So I have the week 1, we have measurements, and we also have the trackers of like the actual stuff for lifting. So that was a kind of fun one. And then ta-da, there's the last page that we just did. And that is about it. I'm going to switch back over. That was a lot of talking. I don't think I've ever talked for like an hour straight except for on these lab draws. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please, again, if you're here, please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Next week will be something different. It'll be actually February, so it'll be a whole different theme for Journal U52. If you haven't signed up, it is in, the link is in the very first link in the info down there. You can go in, make sure your email address is there, and you'll start getting those emails. So February will have a whole different theme, and so the topics will be different for February. And I'll still do the lab draws every month, but again, Super Bowl's next Sunday, so I'll let you know when that will be. So thank you guys. I will catch you guys later. I think that's about it. Thanks so much for coming, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.